Hello, this is Natalie with Magdalene's Wish, and welcome to my channel. Um, and welcome to subscribers and new subscribers. And I haven't been on here in a little while. I've had absolutely crazy last 6 weeks, I guess, since the last time I've been on. There's been a lot of absolutely unreal things go on in my own life and journey and twin flame journey, and stuff I can't talk about right now, but when it's the right time, I'll be able to talk about it, and it's going to be really incredible. I'm excited to share it when I can. Um, so, but I'm here today because, excuse me, the Divine Masculine Collective woke me up, and I have a Divine Masculine message from the collective, and they woke me up with this song that they sent to me a week ago. So about a week ago, I got two songs. I got a song by the Doors, Riders in the Storm, and that's basically like going through a tough storm and needing the love of the divine feminine and the support. I can't recall the lyrics right now, but I had made posts about it in my own awakening group and a few other awakening groups. And the message in that song was about this divine masculines being in a storm and really needing and seeking the help and support and love, hugely needing the love of the divine feminine. And I shared this message, that, hey guys, divine masculines need your help. They really are having a hard time and they need your love. Please send them support. And in my own spiritual awakening group, I've done one so far in my group and one outside of my group of guided group meditation and energy work to bringing in the twin flame collective, and it has been powerful. There's been a few thousand pairs of twins that have showed up, and it's for healing, and it's been a really remarkable journey. So I've really been guided to help twins come into union, and part of that journey is understanding and guiding and coaching, and part of it is healing energy work, and part of it is past life work. So it's kind of a threefold, if you will, approach to help with unions. And if you're interested in any of that, in energy work to help or guidance and coaching, please just send me an email. I'll put a link in my email in the comments. Anyway, so today the song I got was 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon. And I printed out the lyrics, and I ended up channeling a couple really powerful messages by the Divine Masculine. So I'm going to read through the key lyrics, that not all of them, but the key ones that they pointed out, and the channeled messages from them, and then I'm going to get into a card reading. I have 4 different decks that I pulled from, and some absolutely incredible messages in the cards, so please stay with me. I'm going to try to keep this under an hour. So I've already pulled the cards and channeled the messages, so this video can go quicker and smoother, so we keep it under an hour. But please stay with me for this, because incredible messages, and I'm had to ground myself to do this video because I'm so excited. In fact, Spirit was showing me an image of like a parade, a celebration parade. And I have goosebumps right now. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just incredible. Okay, so 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon. The key lyrics that they were pointing out, it starts off with "She Said to Me." So the song is like a woman guiding, her man that's struggling to get out of a relationship, out of a karmic relationship. So this really is, a lot of this reading is actually geared to the divine masculines that are in karmic relationships. We'll say that. It says, "She said to me, the answer is easy if you take it logically. I'd like to help you in your struggle to be free. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover. She said it's not really my habit to intrude, for the more I hope, my meaning won't be lost or misconstrued." So that's just at the beginning. And the note I wrote on the side from the masculine basically says that they recognize, and I'm sorry if I'm looking down because I had so much channeled information come through, I had to write all these notes. So if you see me looking down, that's why. But they recognize the presence of the divine feminine and their unwavering faith in the divine union and the divine feminine's guidance, prayers, and words. So they see it and they recognize it. They know the divine feminine's been there trying to help them and speak to them. And then it goes through like the verse or the chorus, just slip out the back, Jack, make a new plan, Stan, etc. And drop off the key, Lee, and set yourself free, or get yourself free. So free is a key word here in the song. Then they pointed out one specific part of the song. It says, she said, it grieves me to see you in such pain. I wish there was something I could do to make you smile again. I said, I appreciate that. Then would you please explain to me the 50 ways? And I didn't know those lyrics were in the song. I think we all kind of recall the chorus line of it, but that line I was like, wow. So I'm glad I printed it out. And it also says, and I believe in the morning you'll begin to see the light. And then she kissed me and I realized she probably was right. There must be 50 ways to leave your lover, 50 ways to leave your lover. And the song ends with, and get yourself free. So the first message I channeled by the Divine Masculine, it says, they say, she has taught us our self-worth, that we are worthy of more and of love. We do not need to be slaves, and we no longer want to be locked in the cages of our past. We have long wanted to be free, but didn't know the Divine Feminine was our key. We have allowed the Divine Feminine in with her key, for she will set us free. And that gives me chills just reading it. A beautiful message with this song. And what I also channeled with that was that they have opened their hearts. They're allowing the love, which is the key. The Divine Feminine love is the key. They recognize the Divine Feminine is a key holder to their heart and is the only one allowed into their heart. And they're now allowing the Divine Feminine in to open their hearts. They're opening their hearts to the Divine Feminine. They're no longer blocking it, and they're no longer afraid of it. And that actually, I did this channeled message first, and then when I did the reading, that message came through in the cards that I pulled as well. And interesting too, when I printed this out and put it on a Word document, at the bottom, I glanced over and it says 309 characters. Well, today is 3/9, March 9th. I know parts of the world read the date, the 3rd of, or the 9th of March, but in North America, we read it 3/9/19. So today is March 3rd. March 9th, 3/9, and this, when I printed this out, it says it has 309 characters, and I thought, okay, angel number, there's a meaning, and they said, yes, there's a significance to angel number 39. So I looked it up, and they, again, identified the aspects of angel number 39 that they wished me to convey to you, and it says that they are fully supported by the angels and the ascended masters. And what they wanted me to quote you was, let go of any issues or situations that are no longer positively serving in your life. Have no fear of lack or loss, as you can trust that better is coming your way. And I was like, wow. That is why, even though I got this song for the first time a week ago, that's why they woke me up this morning and were very insistent, like, we have to do this today. And then once I printed the song, I was like, oh, okay, the number, 39, very key. So that's a beautiful message. And what I interpreted from that is basically they're facing their fears, and they know they now recognize the support of the divine, of their angels, of whatever it is that they're sensing. They're feeling a support that is outside of themselves. Whether they identify it as angels and ascended masters or not, some yes, some no is my guess, but they feel support outside of themselves. That is something that they cannot define. They are shifting into a state of trust in the greater divine plan. And then the second channeled message that I got from them, they wish to say to you, we see the bigger picture of our purpose, and this gives us strength for which we can make the necessary changes in our lives so that we may come into full alignment with our higher calling. We see the strength of the divine feminine and her courage. She has given us a lot to think about during our period of isolation. We wish the divine feminine to know that we have used our time wisely. We wish to reassure her that we are on our way. We seek the comfort of her warm embrace and the healing power of her sacred heart. And I had head to toe chills when I channeled that, and I have it again right now as I'm reading it. Like, it's, yeah, sit with that, you know. Rewind this and listen to it as many times as you need. Just sit with that. I mean, that's beautiful. We've, you know, I don't know how long you guys have been on this journey. I've been on it a little more than 18 months, I guess. Not very long compared to some. But it's hard. And they have the divine masculine has been having a hard time. And those that have been in karmic relationships have really been struggling. And it's been frustrating for the divine feminine. And we haven't always understood why, but I've seen more and more feminines getting it and understanding what it is they need to do and getting into alignment and doing their healing, doing the self-work, doing mission work, because they're getting that nothing's happening in the 3D world with the masculine. I just need to do me. But I still love my masculine, and I'm still sending them love, and they're, for the most part, all staying single, you know, myself included. We stay sacred and pure for our beloveds. And because of this work and this effort by the divine feminine, it has incredibly, incredibly helped the divine masculine, and that's why they're waking me up, because they're like, you know, they're excited that they finally reached this precipice, this point, this turning point, and it's a huge turning point that they're at right now. And yeah, so they're excited to share this message. So then I went into the card reading, and I used my Earth Magic deck by Stephen Farmer, and I have been using that. It's a shamanic deck. It's I'll just grab the box because it's probably one of my favorite decks, and I use it for my own divine masculine or collective divine masculine readings all the time. It just works. It resonates. All right, so the cards I got in this deck, the first three that came out together were Dawn, New Beginning, Rain, Purification, and Tsunami, Wake Up Call. If you can see that, Tsunami, Wake Up Call. So what came through, what I channeled, is the new beginning. They were telling me that they are taking the steps for a new chapter in their life. The light, if you see the light in here, I don't know if you can see, sorry. You can see the light kind of in the corner. So the light is the divine feminine leading the way. They know the divine feminine's leading the way, and that light has been guiding them. And the light of the divine feminine is leading the way. This is a new It's a new divine masculine. It's a new divine masculine waking up. They're waking up like a new person. The divine, they're looking for more intimate, more meaningful connections. And they said to stress not necessarily new beginnings for union. This is about them waking up to a new them, a new identity, a new beginning for their life in general, and searching for more meaningful connections, meaning whomever that's with, and it not even intimate, but just they're searching for more meaningful connections in life in general, whether it's with friends, with their job, with intimate relationships. They want those relationships to be of a higher vibration. So they're looking for a vibrational match. Now, sometimes that's not going to be with their twin, because the twins maybe just, they're not a vibrational match. They're not on the same page. They're not ready at the same time. The timing is off, or the vibration is off, or for whatever reason may be. But they're waking up to a new them, and that is huge. So whether they come to us or not, isn't even the point. It's this point of celebrating that this is huge for them. This is huge that they're seeing the light. This is huge. And I celebrate each and every one of these masculines that is coming to me with this. So Purification was the next card. And that is something, this new beginning, this is kind of already underway, by the way. Purification, this is current. They are going through a purification process. They are clearing away cobwebs. They're clearing away emotions. They're purging. They're clearing. They're healing. They are in a cleansing process, energetically, emotionally, physically, whether they're getting rid of, eliminating toxins in their diet or alcohol or environment. It doesn't, whatever it is. They're just purifying, purifying their soul and their energy. The tsunami wake-up call, the message that came through that was something, there was some type of event that woke them up to their truth, to see the current circumstances for what they are. So something happened in their life, and it just shook them to their core, and it was able to help them see the truth, without any distortion. Okay, so they're able to see truth, and that goes exactly perfectly. It segues perfectly into the next card, which is Winter Solstice Reflection. And if you look how at the bottom, you can see sorry, I can't quite see what I'm doing. I almost need to be on this side. If you look how you can see the reflection at the bottom, this lake, this water, whatever it is pure and smooth glass. It's just, the water is like glass, and the trees are a perfect reflection. It's a clear reflection. It's not choppy water. So the reflection, it says, they've taken time to calm themselves within. They can see clearly, with the calm water, the truth of the karmic relationship, because the card that came out with it was karma. So karma. So they see the truth of the karmic relationships that they're in. And this tsunami event, whatever it was, wake-up call event, helped them to see. They also see their divine feminine clearly, and the truth of who she is. They see the truth of who the divine feminine is. They see the divine feminine is also a reflection of themselves, and that the divine feminine has been showing who the divine masculine is all along. The divine feminine has been a mirror and reflecting to the divine masculine, holding that mirror up, saying, this is who you are. You are worthy. You are this, beautiful soul, this beautiful person. And they've had that wake-up call. And so they've gone from this crazy rain, and this crazy tsunami wake-up call wave, to calm waters where they can see clearly and they see the truth of their karmic relationships, which again is huge. And stress the word karma is what they're saying right now. Stress the word karma, that they see that the relationships are karmic, that they are set for a limited amount of time, that they had a purpose for whatever karmic reasons that they had to play out, and clear karmic paths from past lives or what have you, whatever the karma is that they had to clear. They had to clear karma together. And they're still in the process. I mean, this isn't over, but it's to the point where writing's on the wall, they see what's going on, they know what they need to do. They see their relationships are karmic, which that recognition is enormous, because it's like once you recognize the truth of something and are honest about it and you see it clearly and not in a distorted fashion, then you can make appropriate decisions of what to do next. You can make the appropriate plans and take action. So then I went into tarot card readings. And again, I kind of pulled these cards and channeled the right messages that they wanted me to convey for these cards. So the first card I got was 7 of Wands. And this is a past energy. So the relationship, the message that they told me was basically segueing from the past one about the karmic card. Karmic relationships were a battle, and with constant opposition and resistance, and the constant battle to keep the relationship afloat. So they are recognizing that their relationships are karmic and that it has been a battle, and they're tired of fighting a battle, that they're recognizing that relationships shouldn't have to be a fight. You shouldn't have to fight. You shouldn't have opposition. There should be ease and grace, and it should be natural, and it should flow. They shouldn't be having to fight off all of these other challenges. And they've been battling and working their butts off to try to keep their relationships afloat. And they're just done. They're tired of fighting. They're tired of having to work so hard to make it work. So this card came up as the past energy, not a current energy. Their current energy is 2 of Swords. And so they are at a crossroads. They are at a point where they're in the process of making decisions. Some have made decisions recently or in the process of. And they're making decisions also as to what the next step is, logistically, whatever it is. They're at a crossroads and making changes, and there's a lot of decisions. It's not just a decision to say end a relationship. If they're married or they're living together, there's a lot of logistical details. There's responsibilities they have to take care of. There's financial aspects. There's family. It's just not a quick, easy, I'm packing my bags and going. It's complicated. And so, but in their minds, that decision is done. So it's just really a matter of time of taking care of the details to make the changes happen. But they are, making choices of what they need to do to move forward. So the next card I got was 6 of Wands. This is how they see their divine feminine. They see their divine feminine as elevated, as strong, as courageous, as powerful. They see them moving forward on mission. They see them working hard. They see them being very successful, victorious, like, this person is kind of up on their horse and people are around celebrating and supporting. They see the divine feminine being very supportive and standing tall. Like, they're pointing out to me, like, look how tall and proud this person is on this horse, and their divine feminine is standing tall. They're strong. They're holding their head up despite the challenges that they've had in their journey. And they know the divine feminine has been fighting hard. They know the divine feminine has had to fight many battles. And despite these battles, kind of in how these other ones are kind of below them, they're elevated up on this horse, and they've got their wand up, rising above. They're rising above the challenges. They're rising above their own fears, their own doubts, or doubts and controls of others, or whatever it is. They see the feminine rising up and winning, and being very strong, and they're admiring the divine feminine, and they're respecting and are in awe of the divine feminine. So a beautiful, beautiful message. And then I got King of Cups. King of Cups, they said, this is how the divine feminine makes them feel. And I was like, oh, that's beautiful. The divine feminine makes them feel like a king. They feel loved. They feel worthy. The divine feminine makes them feel worthy of love, because they didn't used to. And that's one of the things that was holding them back from these connections and relationships, is they had such trauma from either childhood or past lives or both, where they didn't feel worthy of love. They didn't feel worthy of the divine feminine, because this divine feminine is somebody that's, this very successful person, and kind of seemed untouchable, kind of seemed out of their league, kind of seemed beyond their reach. But now the divine feminine has been standing strong by the divine masculine, and the divine feminine's been loving on her man and saying, I love you, I support you, I love you, I support you. They feel this, and they say thank you. They acknowledge this. They feel valued. The divine feminine's helping them feel valued. They feel the loyalty and devotion of the divine feminine to the journey, and they see the devotion of the divine feminine, and that's what they want. They want a queen that makes them feel like a king, and they want, to treat their divine feminine like a queen. And so they're acknowledging this. The messages in this is basically saying, we're acknowledging you, and we're honoring you, and we thank you, and this is how we see you. We know how hard you've worked and how you see us, and we recognize that. And this message is important, because if their self-value and self-worth has elevated, and their confidence is higher, and their self-worth is higher, and they were holding themselves as small or less than or lower vibrational in their karmic relationships, one of the things that kept them in their karmic relationships was their lack of self-worth, that they didn't deserve anything else. And it was their lack of confidence and self-confidence, and lack of vision, lack of whatever it was. And now they're like feeling stronger, and their feminine has helped them see the truth, just like that song was saying, right? And so now the feminines help them see, hey, you don't need to be in this small relationship anymore. You can do better. You deserve more. You can rise up, and because you're this damn king, like, don't you see that? And the feminine has helped shine that mirror into the masculine to see themselves as this. This is key, because with that confidence, they can find their strength to move forward. And that's exactly what's happening. Next card was the Death card, and this is of karmic relationships. They're either ending or soon to be over, or in the process of ending. They know there's no turning back. They know this is a final ending. It's not a Ten of Swords. It's a final ending. There's nothing to save. Energetically, emotionally, this relationship is done. So if there's still in it, then it's for logistical reasons and details that they're trying to figure out how to work out. It's not easy, especially if they've been in a relationship for a long time and have children, because there's obviously many moving parts to these connections. But just they want you to know that in their heart, in their energy field, that this connection is done. And they've been watering, basically they recognize that they've been watering a dead plant. So their focus is shifted to what do we need to do to transition from this one and move on to, you know, a new path, a new life, a new beginning. And they're ready to bury the past. And they also said to me, it took a while to see the truth that we were watering a dead plant. The truth was in plain sight. Then I got the Tower card. And this is beautiful, actually. What came through immediately was the shit hit the fan and the walls came tumbling down. I kid you not. That was like, boom, it came right through. I was like, okay. Basically, they had some type of tower event that occurred. The tsunami, back to the tsunami card earlier. They had some type of event that occurred and it knocked the walls and the cage around their heart down. Okay? The walls around their heart came tumbling down, and when those walls fell, they were able to see and to feel their divine feminine love and truth within their heart. They could finally see and feel the presence and the love of the divine feminine in their heart space. The divine feminine helped them to see their truth of what they felt in their heart, what they do feel in their heart, what they want in their heart. Oh my goodness. And as I'm saying this, I'm feeling my own heart chakra activate and open. Wow. Whew. They feel the divine feminine in their heart now. And they see the feminine. They see the feminine with their heart. They've gotten out of their head and they're in their heart. This is huge, you guys. This is huge. Like, that's why I'm so excited, because for them to shift from head to heart, that's been the biggest challenge. It's also ego death, right? Death card and the Tower card. So I'm also getting a little bit of this is also some ego death, which again is huge. Because it was also ego, like, I'm not going to, leave this relationship and, that's failure and whatever. Now they're leading from the heart. So it's a huge shift. And oh my goodness, my heart is like, wow, I'm feeling it. Whew. Then the next card, the Lovers. So I got the Lovers card. And I'm trying to hold this right for you guys. I'm sorry. They are ready for union with their divine feminine. They were just like, yep, we see it. This is what we want. This is what we seek, and this is what we want. We want our divine feminine. We want union with our divine feminine. The sacred love of the feminine. They want the divine sacred love of their feminine. And they really were stressing the word divine. We know how sacred the connection is, and seek the love with a higher purpose is what they said. So it's beautiful. They understand it and they get it, and they want something that is sacred and special and divine. And a lot of the words that kept coming through were divine and sacred and higher path. And I was like, wow, they're not in fear anymore. They're not in fear. They're in truth. They get it. They see it. And I have goosebumps. Okay, then the last two cards I got were Hierophant, which goes with what I just finished saying a little bit. Their current relationship. I'm trying to, so I can read my notes. The current relationship they're in, it does not serve the highest good, and it is not spiritually based. they guided me to look up, even though I know what this card is about. It's about many things, but they guided me to look up in the booklet, because sometimes there's a key word that pops out that has a message. And the word that popped out was servitude. Their karmic relationships were servitude. Their karmic relationships served a purpose. They were clearing karma. They were learning. They were growing. They were facing fears and lessons. They had to be in those relationships for the length of time they did, and still are, because it's part of their karmic lessons. But they see that now is the key. They recognize that these are not lifelong relationships, that these relationships have a purpose, and they want you to know that they see this and they understand it. However, that purpose no longer serves them. The relationship no longer serves them. They've expired, essentially. And they now wish to switch to the path for their highest good, because Hierophant is also about spiritual practice and spiritual a spiritual path for serving others, for your spiritual journey, you know, as a light worker, as a twin flame. They are seeking a spiritually based relationships, which goes with what I was saying in the Lover's card. They want more. They want something that is of a higher calling. They don't just want a lover, okay? They want that, but they don't just want that. They know this is about mission. They get it. They get it. They get that this is about mission. They get that they want more than just a lover. They want a partner, somebody to do mission with, somebody that's a equal high vibrational match, and on the spiritual journey, that can be on the spiritual journey and grow with them spiritually. They're ready to grow and for something more meaningful. So huge messages. And then the final card that popped out in reverse, and I don't normally do reverse, but I got 10 of Wands. It flew out in reverse. And what came through was basically they've released the burdens that are no longer serving them. They're no longer carrying them. They're like, nope, I'm putting these down. Whether it's addictions, relationships, behaviors, limiting beliefs, doubt, fear, whatever it is, they've all of the above, and they've had all of the above. They've all dealt with the fear, the doubt, the interference, the addictions to whatever, the dysfunctional behaviors, the relationships that no longer serve them. They're like, no, they're done. Walking away. I'm not carrying these burdens anymore because they don't serve me, and I'm ready for more, and these do nothing but weigh me down and hold me back. So they're done. They're ready to go on, and they see. And they also have clarity of what is burden, what's been a burden, what's been holding them back. So again, that clarity, like that came up in the reflection card, that knowing is key, because with the knowing, they can be like, oh, you're really blue, not green. Well, darn, you know. I need to make the right decision now that I know. And that's basically what they're doing. And they have clarity of what their path is for the next step. So I'm going to take a sip of water, because then I did Sacred Rebels card from Alana Fairchild. And I got 3 cards, 2 of which they asked me to read. So I needed to take water. Sorry, I'm so excited with these cards, these messages. They're beautiful. I'm excited for everyone, and we all should be. We all should be excited for everyone and want and celebrate all twins to come into union, because it's a collective thing. When one comes into union, it raises vibration, and it's like, yeah, you know, let's celebrate. And then another one comes into union, yeah, let's celebrate. And then it becomes a snowball effect. As a few come into union, then more, then more, then more. And as some come into union, then they help more come into union, and then more. And it's like, I saw an image, was it this morning or yesterday? It was an image on Facebook, and it was like a stairs, and it was somebody at the top, and they were leaning on their belly, leaning down, and they had their arm reaching, and they were reaching down to the person on the next step, and that person on that step had one arm up and one arm down, helping the next person up, and it was a chain event, you know, and all linked to the bottom. And it's basically, helping one another up, supporting one another. So, this is really a collective experience. And that's why I'm here, is because I celebrate all twins and I want to help all twins come into union and guide them on their path. Okay. Sacred Rebels messages from the Divine Masculine. The first card I got, Come to Life. And I'm going to let you look at this real close. It's basically, it's black and white painting. Okay, and she's sitting on the floor, very naked, almost naked, and she's got a little jar of paint. This monkey, I'm sorry for the glare. There you go. The monkey's holding a little jar of paint, and she's painting a little bit of color on herself. And basically, what came through with that message was that the Divine Masculine is waking up to the truth of their journey, of who they are. They've been living a very black and white life and very lifeless. Very lifeless. Like this card, like she looks, if you look at her face, she just looks kind of listless. And this monkey's like helping her, and this bird is helping, and the butterflies are around her like, come on, you can do it. Let's add some color to you. It's kind of like when somebody's been depressed, like they're just kind of listless and lifeless, and you've got friends that come in and say, come on, let's cheer you up, So they've been lifeless, but they're now ready for the Divine Feminine to be the one to paint them, to be the one to add color to their life, to help them come alive. And the Divine Feminine is the one helping them to wake up, to come back to life. So it's like they've been in this dormant, cemented state, and they're chipping off the cement, and they're waking up, right? That's the dawn, new beginning. So a lot of repeat messages in these cards, which really kind of almost emboldens and strengthens the, highlights the messages. Okay, the next card I got is Sacred Fool. And they asked me to read part of this one from the book, and it's card number 40. And hers are kind of long, but this one, they only wanted me to read part of it. So I am going to, I'm trying to do it. There we go. Sorry, guys. Okay. I can't quite see what I'm doing, but I'm going to hold it there. The message in this they wanted me to share with you is the Sacred Fool is telling you, the Sacred Fool in you is willing to leave behind what has been because it no longer feels right to stay attached to it. The Sacred Fool in you trusts life completely. It would never occur to this part of you to try to outsmart life, to resist its flow. It recognizes that the mind is a monkey puppet on strings. More often than not, it is cajoled into fear when it could be playfully dwelling in the radical spontaneity of life. So the Sacred Fool in you urges your mind to let itself be pulled into joy by your heart strings, not into fear and doubt by the controlling machines of mass media. The Oracle brings a message. It's time for you to play. It's time for your life to let life happen in a completely unreserved, unscripted way. The more bizarre, left of field, unexpected, and apparently ridiculous, the better. This might not feel safe or appropriate at first, but that's okay. That is good. It is a sign that you are breaking with your own self-imposed conventions. It is time to move forward beyond them, because a bigger life adventure is calling to you. If you find yourself making choices that have others questioning your sanity, then you are right on course. You may feel that you are quite possibly going insane, but you are not crazy. You are just approaching enlightened awareness. There is a moment, sometimes a rather long one, when we wake up to life, shed our attachment to mass opinion, and float in a completely different state of being. We might have, really be able to understand or connect. Sorry, my book dropped. We might find that no one is really able to understand or connect with us to the point that we question our state of mind. Stay with that. It will pass. You will eventually see that you are becoming sane in an insane world. The tables will turn and you will gain greater inner freedom and creative justice. Stay on your path, stay on your journey. Remember to take nothing too seriously and it will all work out perfectly. And they wanted me to stress to you guys that the exception to where it says that no one understands them is their divine feminine. They're like, but wait. Please tell the divine feminine that she gets us, that they feel safe with the divine feminine, that they can express themselves freely and be a fool with their divine feminine and be authentic with their divine feminine. And they know now that their divine feminine is the only one who's going to understand them and get them. And the other thing they wanted me to stress in this is that she's holding a puppet, okay? She's holding a puppet, and you see the strings. So they are kind of done with being in jobs or relationships that has them on puppet strings, that keeps them on a short rope or leash. I hate to use the word leash, but keeps them on a short controlled. They've been controlled and manipulated, and there's been a behind the scenes control of, they're telling me there's been behind the scenes controlling of them, while you might see them like this, right? I don't know if you can see I'm covering the strings, okay? You might see that and you're like, well, what the heck? Why are you doing that? I don't understand. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, there's a whole other story. There's things going on behind the scenes, and they're basically cut the strings off, don't want that control, I want to be free. They want to be free. And I got this message from my own divine masculine yesterday too. So very, very consistent, strong message that they want to be free. And another message that came through for me that I wanted to share with everybody that is that they're saying is relevant is, when you do come into union, it's very important to understand that this is a new type of relationship and template for twin flames. The energies are so intense that it's incredibly important to be mindful the relationship cannot be like other relationships. It's not going to be attached at the hip. It's not going to be do everything together. It's not going to be all of your mission is together. It's not going to be everything in your life is shared. It's not, because it will burn so hot so fast, it will burn out. You'll burn down the house. So it's very important for twin flame relationships to be interdependent, okay? Interdependent, not codependent. To have your own self-love, to have your own friendships and your own free time, to give your partner their free time, allow them their space to be them. Because especially if they've been in these relationships, they need some time to themselves to find themselves. So they may come into union with you and not be really ready to jump in. They might be, they might not be, to jump into something else. But honor them, what they've been through. Honor the difficulties of them being controlled, manipulated, and just love them and be present for them and to hold space for them and give them space because they need it. Otherwise, it's just going to backfire. So, okay, the next card, because got to stay, I've got 10 minutes. And then Archangel Michael has a message. So, Big Bold Vision was the next card, and I am going to read this one, number 15. I'm going to try to read through this quick, but make sense. Okay. Big Bold Vision. Can you all see it? I hope. As I'm covering myself up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to get this right one of these days. It's so backwards. Okay, big, bold vision. You were not born to play small role in life. You have the ability to dream big. Even if you have absolutely no idea about how your vision can come to pass or what the details will look like, you can access the heart and the guts of the vision by tapping into your wildest dreams and surrendering attachment to exactly how it will work out. The details are up to the creative genius of the universe. You are active, contributing participant, but not the sole player in your life journey. There is something, a vision or an idea that is coming to you. You may not worry that it is too much, but you may worry that it is too much for you. But don't worry, it is meant for you. Although you might have some adjustments to make and some tweaking to do as you let go of your limited thinking and open up to a fearless acceptance of bigger, brighter, more radical, more potent possibilities of creativity, living your light in the world. A sign that you are cracking out of your limited thinking to allow for a big, bold vision to come to you is that you might feel dizzy with a shrinking limitations and expanding possibilities of life. You may wonder if you are allowed to access such wonder. Remember that in your healing and growing success, as you manifest this big vision, you can touch the hearts of others through your presence, your inner work, and your art and your choices. It is a win-win situation. Those that are meant to live big, bold, visionary lives need to give themselves permission to break the mold and forge newer, more expansive perspectives of what is possible and what is permitted and what is of service. It is about letting go and opening up. Others will benefit from this. Even though it is your vision, it is not just about you. You are being asked to remember that when something is right for you, endless synchronicities and support will flow your way at the right time in the right way. Stay open and receptive, playful and surrendered. And they stress to me that they are getting synchronicities. You are about to receive or be invited to become part of a grand visionary beginning. It has the makings of something fantastic. No matter how the journey that brings this vision into reality unfolds, and there will be some twists and turns that you don't see coming, it is still helpful for you to be open to it. Trust your heart, be still with your choice, and when the time feels right, truthful, leap. The oracle brings a message for those who would like to further develop their intuitive. Okay, they didn't want that part read. The oracle brings a general message of positive energy. Trust that things will be coming up roses for you, even if everything seems to be in a bit of shambles now. It's really just essential mess before truly spectacular success. So wow, I love it. Beautiful message. Okay, final. I got 3 cards from Archangel Michael. He had a message too. And then he gave me a bunch of messages that brought me to tears. And I was like, not right now. I got to go on camera. Anyway, Michael's amazing and he guides a lot of us on this journey. So his message was shield yourself. The divine masculines, he wants you guys to know, the divine masculines are protected. They are being shielded from interference. And interference, I've talked about in another video or two, has been a big issue. And Michael came through really strong. He's like, look, please let them know that the divine masculines are protected and the unions are protected from interference. These unions are divine. They almost showed me like this lineup of divine, like in the tunnel, like supporting and cheering on the unions. Like they're like, okay, we're shielding, we're protecting, and it's this solid conduit. Like, you know, when you're at marathons, how it's the final stretch and you've got all the people cheering and there's the finish line and there's a bunch of people on either side and it's like this straight, straight away. That's the image that they're showing me right now. It's this straight away to the finish line and it's divine lining up on either side. Wow, I got chills. They're guiding the divine masculine, they're protecting them, and they're protecting the union. And then these cards came up together. It's time to leave an unhealthy situation. The situation is already resolved. So, hello. Basically, they know, again, Michael's saying, yes, they know it's over. It's time for them to leave these karmic relationships or whatever it is in their life. It could be anything. It doesn't even have to be a significant other. They know it's a karmic cycle, right? It's a karmic cycle. They know these karmic cycles are done. And it's basically in the process of working out all the details. So, he kind of showed me that the card, it's time to leave an unhealthy situation, as a past, and the situation's already resolved as a present energy. Whether some have already left, some may have already left, some may be in the process of. But again, what I said earlier was mentally, emotionally, in their heart, they know, they know that. They're not figuring it out, they already know. So that's what Michael wanted me to stress to you guys, and that does it. And it's 56 minutes. Yay. So yes, Divine is really, really guiding and helping and has everybody's back. They have the Divine Masculines back, so Divine Feminines, keep cheering him on, keep praying for his support, keep sending his love, and shine your light bright. Do your mission, stay focused on mission, do your healing work. This is about mission, and that's another thing that they're really stressing is the whole point of this is mission. And if things change where you end up in a different relationship that might be a better match, of a higher vibrational match, for the purpose of doing your mission, then so be it. That may be what happens, and that's okay. We need to be flexible to who we do mission with and who we have union with, because again, it's about mission. It's not about they're my twin and I have to have a relationship with them. It's not about that. When we can rise above that and see the big broad picture, Divine comes in and congratulates us and awards us, essentially. So see the bigger picture, that it's about mission, it's about our healing, it's about why we're here. The relationship and that is kind of the cherry on top. So, be open to things maybe being different than how you maybe thought. And that, so just be open and keep shining your light, keep doing your work, keep your vibration up. And if your vibration does sink and you have these days where you're clearing and purging, that's okay, because the healing work is service to other, and it is healing yourself, and it's necessary healing, because we can't have mission till we our healing is, for the most part, done. So if you're doing your healing work, keep doing it, because that's part of mission. The healing work itself is part of mission, because the healing comes first, and then once you get to a certain point of being stronger, then you're able to kind of pay it forward and start helping others and do mission and just shining your light in whatever way that looks for you. So stay strong, everybody. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm going to put some information in about, I'm going to try to get my services put in there. I do have PayPal now, and a website will be coming down the road. But I do offer body and soul packages that are energy healing. It's beyond Reiki. It's Arcturian Energy healing that helps with soul integration, energy clearing, chakra balancing, attachment removal, implant removal, and those things are huge for twins. And then I either offer just the energy work or one-on-one coaching with energy work and some guidance, and do card readings. I don't do card readings isolated, because I'm not about that. I'm about the teaching and education and the guidance. So if you'd like to work with me, just email me please at magdalenswish3311@gmail.com, and or put a comment in, and I would love to work with you. So have a blessed day, everybody, and thank you. Bye bye.